Hello, this is Aliyah and I'll be discussing to you that what is Lebanon. Lebanon is officially known as the Republic of Lebanon and it's a country in West Asia that is bordered by Syria to the north and east and Israel to the south, while Cyprus lies west across the Mediterranean Sea. It consists of a narrow strip of territory and is one of the world's smaller sovereign states. The capital of Lebanon is Beirut. Lebanon was home to the Phoenicians, a maritime culture that flourished for almost 3,000 years. Lebanon shares many of the cultural characteristics of the Arab world, yet it has attributes that differentiate it from many of its Arab neighbors. So, what is the language used in Lebanon? The official language of Lebanon is Arabic, but mostly Lebanese speaks English and French. Lebanese is the code of the people in Lebanon. So most of the people who visits Lebanon finds no problems with communicating with them because like I said earlier is they speak English and French. So, what is the religion in Lebanon? According to my research, 54% of Lebanese are Muslim and 40.5% of Lebanese are Christians. So, Lebanon in biblical times. Lebanon was named the White One by the prophet Jeremiah because snow covered it most of the year is a long mountain range extending over a distance of about 160 kilometers from southwest to northeast along the Mediterranean coast from Nar el Litani to Nar el Kebir. It comprises two parallel mountain ranges, the Lebanon as the Western Mountain Range and the Anti-Lebanon as the Eastern Mountain Range. Enclosed between the two mountain ranges lies the Bekaa Valley, which the Old Testament author of the Book of Joshua simply called the Lebanon Valley. Lebanon's name was mentioned 71 times in the Old Testament. Its regions are referred to several times in the New Testament, and extra-canonical literature speaks about it in 10 cases. The Old Testament is full of praise for Lebanon's natural beauty and resources. The cedars of Lebanon were the most precious and costly wood desired by rulers of the surrounding countries. In images of Lebanon's imposing heights, the wealth and variety of plants and the sweet odor of its perfumes are and fragrances. God's love for men and women is celebrated. Lebanon's role in the history of salvations become even more evident in writings of New Testament authors. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, visited the Phoenician cities along Lebanon's coast, preached to the people there, and healed the sick. So, what is the origin of the name Lebanon? The etymological origin of the name Lebanon is explained in several ways. The most likely and the most widely held view states that the name Lebanon is derived from the Semitic root LB, white to be white. It is reasonable to assume that the almost perennial white snow on the top of the mountain suggested such a name. The white color may also have been seen in reference to the chalk and limestone walls that give the Lebanon range in characteristic features. Nevertheless, other explanations have been advanced. Louis found in the name a reference to the moon deity Laban, and Eusebius in his Preparatio Evangelica I-9 recorded a euphemistic legend told by Philobiblius, according to which the name of Mount Lebanon, the mountain range of the anti-Lebanon and other Syrian mountains, were derived from the name of a giant who once dwelt there. In early times, most of high mountains were thought of as the abode of a god. In the case of Mount Lebanon, it would have been Baal Lebanon, sometimes identified as Hadad. However, neither of these last two etymologies for the name seem very likely. Keenet has made a clear distinction among three different viewpoints through which the Old Testament considers the territory of Lebanon as a part of Promised Land. For ancient peoples, passage like this may have been important as a basis for territorial considerations. The real significance of the claim of Lebanon as a part of Promised Land, however, only can be understood fully in a spiritual sense. Lebanon's mountains offered choice woods to build the sanctuary where the glory of God dwelt and was venerated. No other wood was precious enough for that purpose. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, traveled through Phoenician cities, nowadays part of Lebanon. The soil on which he walked as a holy ground, inasmuch as Christians see themselves as the people of God and as true followers of the Son of God. Any place or material chosen by the Lord and set aside for his worship is sacred, and any place that received the footprints of the Word incarnate is sacred land, the sign of God's ongoing presence with his people.
I'm Alvaro Kent de los Santos, and I'll be telling you what happened in Lebanon. The vibration of the blast, which was initially misconstrued by some as detonation of some nuclear device, were even felt around 240 kilometers in Cyprus. At least 100 people were killed and nearly 4,000 injured in a massive explosion at Lebanon's capital, Beirut. The explosion, according to to Lebanon government, was over 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate stored for 6 years in a warehouse in the port. Multiple reports suggests that a huge tremor causing explosion was preceded by a fire, possibly, possibly by firecrackers. What is known about the blast till now? A giant explosion at a warehouse took place around 6 p.m. local time at a warehouse at Beirut port. The videos of the blast, which are now all over the web, show a fire next to a building that is followed by a huge explosion. Based on the visuals and sounds during the initial fire, experts have said that it could possibly be of a firecracker. What are the possible causes of the blast? Primary observations by the experts First point, serious lack of maintaining safety norms at the explosive storage. There are also questions about how ammonium nitrate and another source of fire, possibly firecrackers in this case, were, were present so close to each other.